Signs of depression in men. Depression is a serious mental health condition that affects how you feel, think, and handle daily activities. It can make you feel sad, irritable, or empty and lose pleasure or interest in things you usually enjoy. While it is normal to feel down sometimes, if you feel this way for 2 weeks or more, you may be experiencing depression. Depression can affect men and women differently. When depression occurs in men, it may be masked by unhealthy coping behavior. For a number of reasons, male depression often goes undiagnosed and can have devastating consequences when it goes untreated. But male depression usually gets better with treatment. Depression affects 1 in 8 men at some point in their lives. Depression can put someone at risk of suicide, while sadly, 7 men die by suicide every day in Australia. Hello, and welcome to the channel. If you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any new update from us. Depression signs and symptoms can differ in men and women. Men also tend to use different coping skills, both healthy and unhealthy, than women do. It isn't clear why men and women may experience depression differently. It likely involves a number of factors, including brain chemistry, hormones, and life experiences. Men with depression may first notice its physical effects. While depression is thought of as a mental health disorder, it can also manifest in the body. Many men are more likely to visit their doctors for physical issues than for emotional issues. Some common physical signs of depression in men include chest tightness, digestive problems like gas, diarrhea, and constipation. Erectile dysfunction and other sexual problems can equally pop up. Headaches, hormonal issues like low testosterone and pain are not far-fetched when a man is dealing with depression. Racing heart or heart palpitations is also common. Unintended weight loss and sometimes weight gain can also be observed. With that said, let's dive to some emotional and mental signs of depression in men. 1. Hopeless outlook. Major depression is a mood disorder that affects the way you feel about life in general. Having a hopeless or helpless outlook on your life is the most common symptom of depression. Other feelings may be worthlessness, self-hate, or inappropriate guilt. Common, recurring thoughts of depression may be vocalized as, "It's all my fault," or "What's the point?" 2. Lost interest. Depression can take the pleasure or enjoyment out of the things you love. A loss of interest or withdrawal from activities that you once looked forward to, sports, hobbies, or going out with friends, is yet another telltale sign of major depression. Another area where you may lose interest is sex. Symptoms of major depression include a decreased sex drive and even impotence. 3. Increased fatigue and sleep problems. Part of the reason you might stop doing things you enjoy is because you feel very tired. Depression often comes with a lack of energy and an overwhelming feeling of fatigue, which can be among the most debilitating symptoms of depression. This could lead to excessive sleeping. Depression is also linked with insomnia, as one might lead to the other and vice versa. They can also make each other worse. The lack of quality, restful sleep can also lead to anxiety. 4. Anxiety. While depression hasn't been shown to cause anxiety, the two conditions often occur together. Symptoms of anxiety can include nervousness, restlessness, or feeling tense, feelings of danger, panic, or dread, rapid heart rate and rapid breathing, increased or heavy sweating, trembling or muscle twitching, trouble focusing or thinking clearly about anything other than the thing you're worried about. 5. Irritability. Depression can affect the sexes differently. Research shows that men with depression may have symptoms such as irritability, escapist or risky behavior, substance abuse, or misplaced anger. Men are also less likely than women to recognize depression or seek treatment for it. 6. Changes in appetite and weight. Weight and appetite can fluctuate for people with depression. This experience may be different for each person. Some people will have an increased appetite and gain weight, while others won't be hungry and will lose weight. One indication of whether dietary changes are related to depression is if they're intentional or not. If they're not, it may mean that they're caused by depression. 7. Uncontrollable emotions. 1 minute, it's an outburst of anger. The next, you're crying uncontrollably. Nothing outside of you prompted the change, but your emotions are up and down at a moment's notice. Depression can cause mood swings. 8. Looking at death. Depression is sometimes connected with suicide. In 2013, more than 42,000 people died from suicide in the United States, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention trusted source. People who die by suicide usually show symptoms first. Often people will talk about it or make a first attempt before succeeding in ending their life. Why depression in men is commonly not recognized. There are several reasons why the symptoms of clinical depression in men are not commonly recognized. For example, men tend to deny having problems because they are supposed to be strong. And American culture suggests that expressing emotion is largely a feminine trait. As a result, men who are depressed are more likely to talk about the physical symptoms of their depression, such as feeling tired, rather than symptoms related to emotions. Why is depression in men so hard to accept? Understanding how men in our society are brought up to behave is particularly important in identifying and treating their depression. Depression in men often can be traced to cultural expectations. Men are supposed to be successful. They should rein in their emotions. They must be in control. These cultural expectations can mask some of the true symptoms of depression. Instead, men may express aggression and anger, seen as more acceptable tough guy behavior. If you have had some of the previously mentioned symptoms for more than 2 weeks, you might be suffering from major depression disorder. Recognizing that you're depressed is essential to getting the right help. Depression affects millions of people, but there are varying treatments available, from lifestyle changes to medications. No matter the path of treatment you choose, asking for professional help is the first step to getting back to feeling like yourself again. There you have it, guys, 8 signs of depression in men and possible prevention and treatment methods. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and feel free to leave a comment in the comment section.